What's going on, everybody? David here from Bluckers Videos and Toys, and today we are going to be checking out the MonsterVerse Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire Drownviper. And very happy to have this because it took a while for me to find this. I thought finding Tiamat was hard, but this was even harder. Now, I do know that for their MonsterVerse line, since they're done with the Godzilla X Kong New Empire line, and now they're just rebranding it as the MonsterVerse line, they are re-releasing the Drownviper in that particular line. So hopefully that will be a lot more easier. But I do like the fact that I did find this one in the Godzilla X Kong packaging. So that's really cool. So let's go ahead and get started. So on the top right hand corner, we got the MonsterVerse on the little yellow border right there on top. And then we got Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire. And then we have the figure itself in the middle of the packaging. And then we got Kong and Godzilla Evolved on the bottom left hand corner. And then on the right hand corner at the bottom, we got Drownviper along with ages 4 and up. That's me with the Toho Legendary and Playmates Toys logo. And then here at the bottom, we have all the copyright information right there with playmatetoys.com. And then we got Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire logo right there. And if you want interested, if you want to pause and then screenshot this, and then you can be able to scan it so you can see where you can see more videos and toys. And then you got Playmates Toys. And then if you at the currently at at the time of this recording, these things are still out there and somewhere. And so if you want to scan that, you may try your luck. And then here at the side of the packaging, we got the crystals, and then we got Drownviper, or drawn, however you want to pronounce it. And then here on this side, you got Kong and Godzilla Evolved with Godzilla Kong, the New Empire. And then on the back of the packaging, we have on the very top, we got the little bit of that yellow border in here on the top, and then you got the MonsterVerse logo on the top right hand, and then the top left hand, we got Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire. And then if you want to pause and read that as far as the information goes, and then the info on the Drownviper, you may. And then we have the photo right there of the figure itself with the crystal background and stuff. And then it says fully posable and removable head. And then here we got the cross sell. It says collect them all. So we basically reviewed all of these here that you see there. And then I have this one. I'm still waiting to find a clean version of this particular figure, because the one I saw, it was dirty. I just had to pass on it. I didn't want to spend more time cleaning the thing than actually trying to review it and displaying it on the shelf. So yeah. And once I get one that's clean, that I think looks clean, then I'll review both of these. And then here we got the monsterverse.com and playmatetoys.com as well, so if you want to check out those websites. And then we got the Toho Legendary ages 4 and up, that's me, along with the Playmates Toy logos. So very excited. I heard this was a really good figure. I watched several reviews on this, along with the One Eye figure too. And so far, I've been impressed with everything that you see, that you have watched as far as my reviews goes on this particular line. So this is probably the one that I'm most excited for, because we're getting more side characters. And even though this particular line here for the X-Kong, Godzilla X Kong New Empire is going away, they still have the MonsterVerse. So hopefully they'll be able to still make more side characters, from the film. But I think we pretty much have gotten them all. I can't think of anything that we would need for this particular movie as far as figure form goes for this particular line, their basic line. So I think this might be one of the last that we will get. Unless if there's something that y'all remember from the film that I don't, just leave it in the comments below. Let me know what y'all think of what other side characters that we haven't gotten yet. But I think we pretty much have gotten them all. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and open this thing up and take a look at the Drownviper. So one of the things I do really enjoy about the packaging is the fact that they are able to, or that they go the extra mile and just fill out the whole inside and everything. You know, presentation is key. You know, the fact that they have the crystals wrapping around the inside, and then we have the pinkish, blackish bottom right there to kind of offset everything. So that's really cool. They could have easily just went the route of that, where it's just nothing but plain cardboard. And I wouldn't expect them to make any kind of designs like that, just for the back piece like that. But you know, they could have just left that all here on the sides and stuff in at the bottom, but they didn't. So it's like one big piece that they folds out and everything. So it's all printed in. So it's everything's all foldable. So that's really cool. So kudos to Playmates for doing that. Not a lot of companies do that. You know, some do, but not a lot. So very cool. All right, so we got the Drownviper out of its packaging, and first impressions is wow. You know, I really do like the fact that as for this as a kid's toy, this is pretty amazing. You know, because half the time you wouldn't even get not even remotely close the amount of paint job or effort. You know, some companies, they wouldn't even bother to even put stripes on it. You know, this is just like basically, this would have been like all blue plastic, hard, no airbrushing, you know, or anything. So for them to give the extra detail and everything is just pretty amazing, you know. So that being said, as far as everything else goes, this is really cool. You could do all kinds. Well, I would say you could do all kinds of stuff. You know, I've even seen this is on a little. This scale is a little bit on the downside, a little small, but I've known people have bought 2 of these and they've taken it apart and just put the extra pieces like this. I think they take the extra pieces and just put it on there just to make it a little longer, because this thing was pretty big, you know. So let's see, head sculpt wise, I do like the head sculpt. I do like the eyes, you know, but the teeth, look at the buck teeth, they're atrocious. Now, I do see customizers that shade these off and then put their own teeth in there, especially for this part, because look how big those things are. They're huge, oversized. But yeah, overall, you know, as far as scaling and the detail and everything, it's just really cool. So you get all the fins back there, and then you get the single fins here. So very nice. I do like the fact that they have the yellow patterning too here, all the way across from the neck, all the way down here, all the way around, all the way to the tip of the tail. So all the way here. So. But as far as the way of articulation goes, we're going to start at the head. You know, this head is removable, so you can take this off. So is that the ball? It's on the ball. And then, of course, the jaw opens and closes all the way. And then you got the ball here. You got a ball here. Get the ball here. Get the ball here. And then you got a ball here. Ball joint here. So, even though you can't really stretch them out like that, like you would want to, you know, that's about as good as you're going to get it. But as far as the way the playability goes, You can have them somewhat kind of a shelf space saver, I think, in my opinion. At least for me it is. So I could actually like display them like this, you know, and so, or you can just wrap it around like that, you know, save a little space right there if you want. But anyways, so we'll go ahead and do some size comparisons. Alright, so the first comparison I want to compare it to is Kong. So, as you can tell, it is a little undersized, but it is a kid's toy, so you're not going to get like the 3 times as big as you would want them to. Like I said, some people have bought doubles so they can like attach extra parts to it to make it longer, you know. So if you want, you can have Kong, you know, being constricted like this and him battling it out, so which is cool in his own right. So you could have him, wrap him around this, that. It looks like he's about to eat him. But well, you can have him displayed like that if you want. So I do like that a lot, though. You know, even though he's a little small, you know, at least big enough to do little simple things like that. And then we'll compare him with the other characters that we've gotten. So here is Titanus Doug. I want to have at least a dozen of these things. And then we have Shimo, even though she's not really a side character. Well, yeah, I guess you could say she's a side character. You know, story kind of does revolve around her. Some of it does. So, and then you've got Tiamat. Now, Tiamat is not as long as the Drownviper, but they should have made Tiamat this long, in my opinion. You know, but yeah, looks good. And then, as far as the other thing you could do with the Drownviper, pop up the head like that, and then you can have Kong eat it, you know. Have Kong, well, he wouldn't be able to hold it, but you can have him eat it. And then we'll just, because I remember he threw this at Suko. Poor Suko. So there you go. But, yeah. Very cool. Great feature. Great way to display it, you know, if you want it to. Make scenes and stuff. Big photography, things like that. Alright, so that is the Drownviper. So, let me know in the comments below what you think of this figure. You know, is this one of your favorite side characters? Let me know what your favorite side character of this particular film is. And, don't forget, where's the wisdom? Buy what you love and not what you like, because if you buy what you like, you always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.